Hey everyone, first off, I'd like to thank you all for watching and subscribing to my videos. I'd like to stress that if you haven't had previous experience drawing fashion sketches, if you don't know this basic form, please watch my first video, How to Draw a Fashion Sketch, because all the stuff I'm detailing here is off that video. It's going to show you how to separate the body, the marking points, and kind of how the body flows. So please watch that first if you haven't or you haven't had experience drawing fashion sketches. On my blog, which I will post a link to in the description, people have been asking me how to take this body, this basic body form, and style it in some different ways, in different poses, and how to take those marking points we made and make them look different. So I'm taking each section of the body and kind of showing you in detail how you can make it look more fun and pose them differently. But again, it goes back to the same basic marking points I showed you. You'll mark it the same exact way. It's just you're going to have a little bit slightly different poses, different ways to draw them. So this video is going to be detailing on the legs. And I have about 4 different leg sketches I'm going to show you. And thing I wanted to say is there is a basic leg sketch, which I'm not going to do again, but it's the one seen in this sketch right here, which is just the feet, you know, they're turned out, coming out. So that is in the basic How to Draw a Fashion Sketch video that I had. So otherwise I'm going to be detailing some new poses for you. So here we go. I will be drawing the legs in garments, and that's just because I think it's helpful to see how the garments kind of flow on the legs. So we're going to start with a leg where one toe is kind of pointed behind. And of course I'm going to start out drawing the garment right now so we can focus on the legs. Like I said, I pre-traced these. I've drew them. And I'm tracing them right now just so I can fit this all into video. Okay, for the legs, it's going to be the same marking point. So they're going to be out here. What you're just going to do is you're kind of going to separate them farther up, like right at the crotches when they're going to start going out. And this one, you're going to keep this one straight, and this one you're kind of going to start to diagonal. And then you're going to get to the knee. Again, it basically is the same form for this sketch. Just like that. I'm sorry, legs are not my best thing to draw. And then for this one, you are going to draw the calf the same way, only point the toe under. So it's going to come into this nice curve at the bottom, and then you're going to curve it back and do the heel, and then hook it up. And there we go. We've got some legs with a pointed toe. And I want to share with everyone the fact that I will be showing how to draw the feet separately. I'm just going to go over this with the darker line so you can see. So there will be a video on that because the feet are pretty hard to draw. So yeah. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm sorry. It's hard when you're drawing too. And again, the lines you draw won't be so thick. I'm just, like I said, doing this so you can see it. There we go. That should be good. Okay. Now on to my next 3, which these ones are a little bit harder, but they're really fun. I've enjoyed drawing these. So my first one is going to be one leg up in the air. And again, I'm going to be drawing it in clothes. So kind of have some funky shorts going on here. I'm going to start by detailing. Then we're going to go right into the thigh. On this one, what you're going to want to do on the left side is stop a little bit before this one does at the knee. And instead of drawing the knee in the center, you're going to kind of draw it off to the side. This leg, your right leg, is going to be basically the same as we've always done it. Your knee on this one is going to be up a little bit higher, and that's just because that's where your hip was. So like I said, this leg will basically be the same. Little foot in there. And now what you're going to do with this knee is you're going to shoot out straight back on the calf. And then you're going to come around to this side and do the front portion. It's going to flow right into the toe area. Then you can come back, do the heel, wrap it around like that. And there, and this foot is really bad, I have to say. There we go, it's a little better. And there is one for you, and that's with that foot sticking up. So this one I'm going to do, and it's kind of with your feet turned in. And I think it's kind of cute. It looks a little bit like kind of a more cutesy pose, I think, with the feet turned in. So I have a cutesy little skirt garment to go with it. Go figure. The thighs are going to come and do the same thing. They're going to be a little more far apart this time, not touching quite as evenly as when we did the original fashion sketch, the basic one. They're going to come apart. They're not going to be touching right at the crotch, but it's only a slight area where they come apart. You're going to do the heel and the calf, only your calves are going to be turned out this time. And your legs, the calf area is going to shoot out diagonally from the thigh area. And then I have shoes on these, to show you some shoes. So, like I said, I'm kind of flying through this, so sorry these aren't the best. And they're not as sketchy because they're a little bit dark, but on yours you would have a little bit more lines. My calf muscle's kind of weird. There we go. So that is the basic pose with the feet turned in, as you can see. And now I have one more for you, and this is where one leg is going to kind of come over the other one. And this has become the hardest pose for me to draw, the legs, just because it's the feet get a little bit tricky. Not necessarily drawing them, but because one covers up the other, and you'll see when we get there. But it is definitely a little bit more challenging. So, I got a nice skirt for this one again. I like skirts. And I'm going to use the back. Come with this. Okay. And then I'm going to scoot this out a little bit. Your first leg is going to be kind of the same as we've always been drawing them. And that's your right one. And the only difference is it's going to be a little more straight. It's going to kind of cross over the body more than you're used to probably in drawing legs. And you'll see why in a second when we draw the other one. Once again, my feet are horrible. I'm sorry. Oh, that is, heels aren't pointed like that. And there we go. There's the first leg. Then the second leg, you're going to come out again from there. And when it gets to the knee, it's kind of going to be hidden a little bit behind. And then it'll be like a silhouette you're drawing almost. Just following the same line of the original leg you drew, only when it dips to the ankle, it's going to tuck back behind. Then you're going to imagine that like this place where you can't see is where the ankle is. And you're going to kind of shoot it out the back part of the ankle, and it's going to come into the heel of the foot. Now if the heel's over here, the toe of course is going to be over here coming out. And like I said, it's difficult to draw. Okay, I'm going to quickly rework this foot a little bit, and then I'm going to trace over these lines so you can see it a little better. Sorry, these videos are taking so long. If you sit through these, you're a really patient person, because I probably wouldn't be able to. Okay, so there are your other leg options. Quick show this one to you again. And to kind of see how they are, I know I keep pulling up these sketches, but these are just because these are the poses. I pulled one of each pose I use a lot. So there's the leg standing up. Here is the legs turned in. We have one leg in front of the other. And the pointed toe out. Alright, so thank you for watching. Make sure to check out my blog, and I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.